So I've had the Mustang listed on Facebook Marketplace for about 4 months now, and I've got 0 solid hits on it. Had a lot of interest in it, a lot of people asking about it, but I've come to realize that Millennials and Gen Z don't know how to haggle. They don't know how to get a good deal, and they don't know how to be respectful of the seller. I've looked up what Mustangs are going for on the market, and if you're looking in the $5,000 range, you're going to get a Mustang with problems. This Mustang does have a couple issues, but they're minor. The car runs solid. I've driven it to and from Dallas. I have no problem hopping in today and driving to Dallas if I had to. It runs solid. It's a good daily driver. If you're looking for a garage queen, those are going for $10,000 to $15,000. So I'm asking $7,200 for the car, and I'm not trying to sell it with this video. I'm just trying to give you an example of what I'm seeing. And $7,200 is a good price for a solid running car. But almost all of the responses I get are, "Hey, will you take 5,000?" or "What's your bottom dollar?" Well, if you're interested in a car and it looks good, you need to make an appointment and go look at it. If somebody hits me up and say, "Will you take 5,000 for it?" I've already turned $5,000 down. I mean, you haven't even looked at the car. It's worth more than 5,000. Come take a look at it, and then we'll talk. The people who say, "What's your bottom dollar?" That's a dick move. It really is. I've already told you I'm asking 7,200. You haven't made a counter offer. You need to schedule an appointment, look at the car, and then make an offer that I can respond to. If you just automatically want to say, "What's your bottom dollar?" My bottom dollar is 7,200. Take that. I mean, I understand that people want a good deal, but hitting me up with a one-line message on Facebook Marketplace asking for a better deal, you haven't looked at the car, you don't know what it is, you don't even know if it's got any major problems, and you're wanting to haggle to a price right then and there? No. When I go to buy a car, I know how much the owner's asking before I get there. I print off the ad. I have a hard copy with me that I can take and I can make notes on, because usually I'm looking at more than one car. I'll have 3 or 4 cars I want to look at. I'll make notes on the back of each page so I know what cars I looked at and which ones had which problems or which ones look like good values, whatever notes. And that's what you need to do. You need to know what you're bidding on, and don't go throwing out numbers before you know. What if you say, "Would you take $5,000 for it?" The guy's asking, $7,000 for an utter turd that's worth $2,000. Well, you just bid $5,000 on it. You need to take a look at what you're offering before you make an offer. And so I've had 0 people come and look at the car. 0. And everybody who I took it to a car show and I showed it to a couple people there, and they expressed interest, but they weren't exactly in a place to buy at that moment, and they declined. So that's fair enough. I'm fine with those people. But if you're going to be a buyer, make an appointment, look at the car, and you know what the seller's asking for it. Say, "Hey, I see what you got here. You're asking 7,200 for this car. Would you take 5,000?" If you say it in person, well, that's a little more. The person has at least been able to develop something of a relationship with you and can talk to you face to face. He's not just answering some idiot on the internet. And so I would tell you, sorry, I've already turned down $5,000, which I have. I've turned down $5,000 for this car. Would you be willing to come up to 6,800? Oh, well, there's a number you can work with. That's something, and then you say, "Well, I respect, the car presents well and blah, blah, blah. It drives nice. I don't have 6,800. If you don't, or if you do have 6,800, say it's not worth it to me, and then make a counter offer. Okay, well, would you, come down to 6,000? And maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll say 6,500 is my bottom dollar. At least then we've had some kind of discussion about it, and I can tell you what my bottom dollar is that I'm willing to accept after meeting you and having, you test driven the car, and how desperate am I to sell? Maybe I'm more desperate than I was yesterday. Who knows? But meeting the person in person and making an offer makes a difference. Making an offer, making a lowball offer over the internet, I'll tell you no. I can sit on this car forever. I've already told somebody, I had somebody lowball me and I didn't accept his lowball offer. And he got mad. And I said, hey, I can cage this thing and make a track toy out of it tomorrow if I wanted to. I've got no problem doing that. And he didn't like that. Well, sorry, not my problem. I'm the seller. It's my discretion if I want to sell it or not. I don't have to make it a price that you want. So keep those things in mind when you're bidding, especially with those older guys who, us, Gen Xers, we had to haggle back in the day, and we had to haggle with the boomers. You know what kind of people those guys are, man. They're tough. I'm not trying to be a hard ass. I just, have some respect for me as a seller, and I want to have some respect for you as the buyer. Shoot me a number, and then we'll talk. If you want to shoot me a number over the internet, that's fine. Shoot me a number. But if I say I can't work with that, this is what I'm looking at, expect that it's going to go back and forth a few times. Don't expect me to just throw you the number that you like and sell it to you. It doesn't work that way. So, anyways, I hope that helps you a little bit in haggling with some of us old guys. Thanks for watching.